So plan of attack for this, I think I'm going to remove the front O2 sensor connectors on both sides and keep them attached down here. And then I'm going to remove the rear O2 sensors at the header and leave them on the bike there. Then I'm thinking I'm going to remove it off the bracket back here and then undo all those front bolts and then pop this bad boy off. So next I'm going to remove the O2 sensor connector so I can get to the radiator bracket bolt right there a little bit easier. So we're just going to cut this zip tie. These scissors suck. There we go. Alright, now this thing just rotates out. So you're going to turn it to the right and then push it forward and it pops right out just like that. I hope you can see that. So I turned it to the right and then pushed it out of this little bracket right there. Now to detach the oxygen connector, be very careful with this. So you have to pull this tab back and then push it down. So you pull it out. So you need to see that little icon right there. Then you push down and then you should be able to remove the connector. Kind of difficult to get out. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think there's a second little ridge that you gotta press it over. There we are. So we're just gonna pull this out of the way for a sec. Put it around here. Next we're gonna take this wire out of the brackets right here and just pull it out. And now the radiator mount is nice and accessible for us because we're gonna have to remove that next. And this I believe is a T27, it's seeming like. Shit's just eating my bit.
5 minutes later.
So I'm having a real hard time getting this bolt out. I mean, it's definitely on there tight as shit. And it's just hard to get a good angle on it. So I think what I'm gonna do is detach the bolts on the oil cooler from the radiator so it hangs down a little bit. And I think I'll have enough room to use the long bit in that case. So I'm gonna give that a shot next. Okay, I'm gonna break it loose on the other side. I'm not gonna film this, but I'm just gonna take this bolt off right there. So I just completely removed the bolt on the other side and it had Loctite on it. I'm wondering if the radiator mount bolt also has Loctite on it. And that's why it's so stubborn. All right, that gave me a little bit of clearance. I think I'll be able to get the wrench through here. I'm trying to kind of avoid taking off the radiator guard too, if I can prevent it. Shit, I don't think it's gonna work. No, we're gonna make this work.
20 minutes later.
All right, guys, I finally got that bolt out. That was an absolute motherfucker. Next, I'm gonna remove the O2 sensor on this side, which is right here. The wire runs up, goes in that little clamp, wraps around, and then it attaches right there with the zip tie. So I'm gonna cut that off and then take the connector apart like we did on the other side. Now I'm gonna finagle this out of here. So let's take the wire out of the clamp first. Take this one out here. Just like that. And take this one out. Now this is actually held on by the same little twisting mechanism as the other side, if you can see that white thing right there. So we're gonna give it a twist. It's hitting the engine. I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to turn it any more than that. Oh, there we go. Just gotta really fucking turn it and then it pops right out. And so I just kind of fed the wire up and through so I can pull it out like this. So now you're gonna pull this out so you hear it click, just like that. And now you're gonna push down while holding onto this connector and pulling from here. Easier said than done. Oh, there we go. So that's one, and then there's two. Next, I'm gonna route both these wires down so they're just free when I drop the exhaust. So I'll have this one down here just like that. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So this one's actually going through this wire housing right here. So gotta pull it out of there and then we'll be good to go. Just like that, nice and easy. Should have mentioned this earlier. I put some cardboard on the oil cooler here just to protect the fins because I already had one little fuck up with the wrench. Probably a good idea to do it for the radiator as well. Next, I'm gonna get the radiator bracket out. So one goes to the oil cooler right there, and the other one goes to the radiator right there. So apparently you just squeeze those two pieces of metal together and it pops out of each one, and then you gotta finagle it out. Next, we're going to break loose the rear O2 sensors. This is a 17 mil. And now same thing on this side. This one's hidden behind the kickstand. Next, we're going to break loose all these nuts here going to the headers. There are 8 of them, 2 on each, and those ones are going to be a motherfucker to get to.
Two very boring minutes later.
Alright, I loosened the first 5, and I can't reach the other one, so I'm going to head around to the other side to get the last 3. There's not a lot of room to work with in here. Last one. I think I got it. Yep, I got it. Now we're just going to take all those out. This side is so much easier. So yeah, I got 3 from that side. I got 5 left. It's really not too bad. I thought it'd be worse. Last one. Alright guys, I'm on the left side of the bike now. The last step is to remove this bolt over here. Got my dad here helping out. You could put some pillows on the floor if you need to, just in case it falls, but I think we'll be okay. This is another situation where the long torque spits comes in handy, because there's this bolt here that kind of gets in the way of this one. But if you have a long bit, you can just take it out right above it like that. This is a T45. Remember, this thing is 25 pounds, so brace yourself.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna slowly lower it. There we go. Alright, it's down. You gotta watch out for those black connectors right there, and also the radiator tab thing.
Early the next morning.
Alright, I just realized I forgot to remove this stock exhaust mounting bracket right there. It's on rubber grommet, so I think it just pulls right off. Yep. Just keep on shimmying it off. Try not to hit the swing arm. Alright, that's one side free. That's 2 sides free. Weight savings, bruh.
Perfect.